In this video, we are going to have a look at comparison operators in Python. Comparison operators are used to compare two values or variables or expressions. They evaluate conditions and return a Boolean result of true or false, which is important for flow control in programs. The first comparison operator we will have a look at is the equal to operator, and we have to use two equal symbols as a single equal symbol is used as an assignment operator when we assign values to our variables. So to use a comparison operator, we use two equal signs. The equal operator checks if two values are equal. It compares both the type and the value, so 5 as a string equals 5 would return false, since a string is not the same type as an integer. And on the right we have an example use case where it is checking usernames, and the double equal sign, the comparison operator, helps validate if the input username is admin. So it's asking us to specify a username, and if the username is admin, it says welcome admin. Otherwise, if it's anything else other than admin, it will say access denied. The not equal to operator checks if two values are not equal. This is particularly useful when you want to ensure that a value is not a specific unwanted result. And on the right, a use case for this is it's ensuring that a password is different from a commonly used insecure, easy to guess password. So it's asking us to input enter password, and if the password is not equal to 12345, then it will print password accepted. Otherwise, it will print common passwords are not allowed. Next is the greater than operator, which checks if the value on the left is greater than the value on the right. This is often used for ordering, ranges or thresholds. And in the example use case on the right, the greater than symbol is checking if the person's age qualifies them to vote. It asks the person's age, and if they are greater than 18, it prints you are eligible to vote. Otherwise, it will print you are not old enough to vote. Then there's a greater than or equal to, and this checks if the value is either greater than or equal to the value on the right. So the use case example on the right hand side shows the greater than or equal to symbol is used to ensure that any speed equal to or above the speed limit triggers a warning by printing you are over the limit. So if you are going at a speed of 60 miles per hour or above, it will print you are over the limit. Otherwise, it prints you are within the speed limit. Next is the less than operator, which checks if the value on the left is less than the one on the right. In the example use case, the code evaluates if a stock price falls below a certain threshold to decide whether it's good time to buy. If it's less than 100, it will print consider buying, the stock is undervalued. Otherwise, it will print stock price is above target buying range. Then there's the less than or equal to symbol, which checks if the left value is either less than or equal to the value on the right. And in the example use case, this ensures that discount does not exceed a 30% threshold. So if it's less than or equal to 30, it prints applying discount. Otherwise, it would be more than 30. And in that case, it will print discount too high. So that's the comparison operators. Let's have a quick look at them in Python's default code editor, idle. If I do 5 equals 5, that would come back with a Boolean output of true. If I do 5 is not equal to 5, that would come back with a Boolean value of false. 5 is greater than 3, that would come back as true. 5 is greater than or equal to 5. Let me do that again. 5 is greater than or equal to 5, and that comes back as true. And the last one, 5 is less than 3, and that comes back as false. Or we can do 5 is less than or equal to 3. And that also comes back as false. That's it for this video. That's a high level overview of comparison operators.